What's happening, Rise of Nation fans? So, for this time, I decided to do something a little different. I decided to recreate a World War II battle, the Pacific Theater. So, I created this scenario and I pre-built the countries. It's going to be the United States, me, against the Empire of Japan. AI, difficulty, tough. So, Japan, here it is. Here's Tokyo and all of their islands. Is already conquered most of the Pacific. So all the islands, rich of oil, all entire Korean peninsula, and almost all of China. So Chinese have only 2 cities left. And here's Japanese army, so they have a pretty substantial sized army already on the Japanese peninsula and spread out throughout the map. And here are the only 2 Japanese cities left. I mean Chinese cities. I myself have only 1 city, but I do have a pretty powerful army to start out with a pretty powerful navy. So, however, keep in mind that it won't last long. Here's Tokyo. It's not gonna last long until I make immediate replacement of soldiers that are getting killed. So I have to catch up on my industrial production pretty fast. But I do have a pretty substantial bonus in resources right now. So now let us begin. Immediately battles start on the Chinese mainland. And I'm going to try to take one of their cities to at least have another city to trade with. It should be pretty easy to grab one of their cities right now. And I have to start producing goods. Although I have a lot of resources right now saved up, it's going to run out pretty fast if I don't start replacing them. Here's my navy facing their navy. Mine's stronger right now, but however they do have immense industrial capacity right now, and they're going to start replacing those ships pretty fast. So I'm getting bogged down in China, and I'm suffering severe attrition damage. And if I don't pull out, then I'm gonna lose my army. So I decided to just kind of regroup back at my city, my core city, and I have to start thinking about reproducing those troops back again. And so I finally decided to leap forward and grab one of their islands as a strategic plan to get closer to their islands, but I'm suffering heavy resistance. And this is just one of the first islands on my task to get to the Japanese mainland. So I finally managed to take it over, but now I'm gonna use it as a strategic base to jump to the next island. But their navy is constantly getting rebuilt and constantly threatens my transport carriers, so it's very it's a logistical nightmare. It's a very strategic nightmare. So remember that big navy that you saw that I had? Now it's all gone. Now all I have is the newest rebuilt ships. And here I'm going to take out another one of their islands. And my troops right now are very, very vulnerable. Oh, and here you see bombers are taking out their fortifications, which is probably the best way. Oh, and here are the enemy submarines sinking my transport carrier. So I finally managed to take this island. Now I'm gonna use it as a major industrial hub. And here's the Japanese mainland, all peaceful and working for the war industry. Back in China, Japanese started to counterattack, but I can't get diverted. I have to take their island as fast as I can, so I'm not bogged down and suffering attrition damage. So finally my bombers have reached their mainland. However, it is very well defended by anti-aircraft and airplanes, so I probably won't have this bomber force for any longer, but I have to make sure I can do as much damage as I can. And here are their troops crossing from Chinese mainland to defend their Japanese homeland. So I'm gonna try to take out as much of them as I can in the sea, but I don't have that big of a fleet right now. And my reinforcements have to cross a huge amount of sea to get to where I am right now. So it's very hard. They have to watch out for enemy submarines and destroyers. So my troops are they're kind of pinned on this little island with the enemy navy blasting the heck out of them. So I have to just, if I'm gonna stay on this island for much longer, I'm probably gonna get defeated. So I have to just go forward. That's it. I'm not staying there any longer. I have to try and take out their coastal city so I can have a base at their mainland. Here I'm bombing Tokyo. Finally, I decided to use a nuclear missile on their capital. But it's not nuclear ICBM, so it's not as powerful. It can only take out about half their city. However, little did I know that launching a nuclear missile is going to be worse on me than on them, because now I can't trade. I'm facing a nuclear embargo. So for me, not being able to sell food and timber and buy oil and metal is worse than a nuclear missile, because I'm severely short on those commodities right now, and if I can't buy oil and metal, I can't make troops and ships, and that for me is worse than facing a nuclear weapon. So I'm kind of screwed myself right now a little bit, so I'm not gonna use nuclear missiles right now. So with my second wave of attack, I finally managed to secure their coastal city. From now on, as long as I could hold on to it, it's gonna be easy. Tokyo is right next to it, so as long as I take Tokyo, I'm gonna take out the entire empire. And Tokyo taken. Victory. The Battle of the Pacific is won. Just like in history. So this map was extremely fun to play. It was a tactical nightmare though, but very, very fun. And I'm looking forward to making more historical battles. So stick around, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.